Ooh, here we go. I love buying Mexican candy here. These, fire. This is a dip con polvo. Pulparindo. The real hot Cheetos in Mexico are very different than the hot Cheetos here. Masha. Hi. Being Chicana to me has really fueled a lot of my inspiration in how I show up in what I do. My people are very much about union and supporting one another, and I think that there's something really beautiful about being an Angeleno, because when you meet someone else who was born and raised here, there's a pride. It's like a family. And when you come to Placita Olvera, you get family vibes. My earliest memories of Placita Olvera is definitely coming with my family, spending time here in the summers, sitting out in the shade, eating raspados, hearing live music. The air becomes very electric and charged with a lot of pride.
Hi, my name is Valerie Hanley. I'm a third-generation merchant here on Olvera Street, and I own Casa California. This place really, to me, is home. You grew up with the people that are here. We all kind of ran around here, and God help you if you got in trouble, because it's just all family. Everybody would talk. It's that sense of community and home. The people here are working to try to keep this place alive because it means so much to them. All of our traditional events are free to the public. We always try to see what we can do to give back to the community at large here in Los Angeles.
So you'll hear little FM radios blasting. I always love buying Mexican candy here. And then of course there's a lot of great food here.
The taquito was created here on Olvera Street back in 1934, I believe. And each of the different taquito stands here on Olvera Street have a different sauce. The one on the end, Cielito Lindo, is probably the most famous, but all of them have their unique flavor. They're all wonderful.
I've actually found some fake merch of mine here, which was, I think, the moment that I realized I made it. That was pretty cool. And then this is the Adobe house, which is the oldest house in all of Los Angeles. And it reminds me a lot of my papi's house, my grandpa's house in Mexico. It's wild to think that there was a time in LA where there was no technology in sight. You just look up and it's just a blue Los Angeles sky.
Many people say this is the birthplace of Los Angeles, and it's true. We have the oldest house, we have the oldest church, the first theater, the Merced Theater. Winemaking for California started here. These vines, UC Davis did research, and they said they're probably 150 years old.
This is the heart of the city. This is where everything started. History gets erased very easily, especially nowadays. We have people that come here 3 or 4 or 5 generations to our events, and they're like, oh, I brought my grandkid. Oh, we bought jumping beans here. Those memories are so important to have. Preserving that part of history is important.
There's a resilience to Los Angeles, and there's a resilience to LA's people. And Placita Olvera being the oldest part of Los Angeles, which used to be Mexico, being Chicana and coming here grounds me, and it makes me feel connected again to what we're all a part of, you know, which is something bigger than us. And the history of this place, that energy is very empowering to, I think, a community that is being attacked and, you know, really struggling right now. And so I think for all of us to show up for one another is necessary. I think we're all being called upon to be courageous right now, and I love that our people still make it happen. So we are at the America Tropical Interpretive Center. America Tropical is a beautiful piece done by David Alfaro Siqueiros. It's a piece that I admire very much because art has always been peaceful protest and very challenging times for a lot of communities. He was a proud Mexicano, and I love seeing the inspiration in his art.
What they wanted was a billboard to get people from the East Coast to come out here, and they could say, look, it's winter in Los Angeles, we can still go swimming, just like promoting people to come to California. So he accepted the commission under those terms. However, we know that his beliefs were much different. He had a block of 10 painters, and he told them the night before, you know what, go home. I'll do the rest myself. I'll paint the theme of the mural, which is an indigenous person being double-crossed. Above him is the North American eagle getting ready to pounce on this person. Off to the right were two sharpshooters, Mexican Revolution and the other was Peruvian, getting ready to shoot the American imperialist eagle.
Growing up, I would hear a lot of phrases like ni de aquí ni de allá, which means not from here, not from there. And I always felt in my heart that to be 50-50 didn't really reflect my pride for where I was born and raised, and also the pride that I have for the blood that runs through my veins. And so I started to identify with being a 200%er, 100% proud to be born and raised in Inglewood, and also 100% proud to be Mexicana. What's beautiful about walking through all of LA, but especially here in Placita Olvera, is that you will hear both languages. It's a Spanglish place. And it's just that duality and that fluidity. It's how we communicate, it's how we connect. I think that's really beautiful.
All I can tell you is, I've been 30 years here. There's something about it that makes you want to come back all the time.
This place is so unique. There's so many interesting places, so many little nooks and crannies that people don't know about, the different cultures that you can touch in a second. This city's amazing.
Thank you guys for coming with me to Placita Olvera. Literally, like, I'm gonna go get some food now. Your girl's hungry.